I feel like this video specifically.
Yeah. Especially towards
you
the
want to
end.
watch it on YouTube.
It just gets worse as we go on.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not even feeling the heat a whole lot anymore. It's just the exhaustion. Wait a second. Let's go back. Andrew, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
We are. This is a dumb idea.
The dumb idea in question, if you have not seen our Instagram page, which you should go follow us if you haven't already, if you do follow us, then you'd have seen that right before filming this episode, I posted a picture of a game called Hot Ones Truth or Dab, which comes with a tiny bottle of their hot sauce called The Last Dab, which you need to watch the show Hot Ones on YouTube if you haven't, but it is their final sauce in their lineup. It is made from Pepper X, which is the hottest pepper to date.
Yep.
Currently the record holder.
2 million, 2.69 million Scovilles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so to put that in perspective, a jalapeno is 2,500 to 8,000 Scoville.
Yeah, and it's I don't necessarily know if it's a logarithmic scale, but the Scoville scale is not linear.
No, it's not.
But to put it into even more perspective, I think the previous or one of the previous record holders is the Ghost Pepper, which I think most people are familiar with. It is half. The Ghost Pepper is half as hot as Pepper X.
Yeah.
It's about 1.5 million Scoville units.
Police pepper spray is only 1.6 million.
Yeah, that's still fairly high.
I know, I say only, but yeah, it's bear spray is 2.2. So we're eating stuff that is. We're eating stuff. We're gonna eat a sauce. I don't know if the sauce is this hot, but the pepper that it's made from is hotter than bear spray.
So I put just like the tip of a ballpoint pen into my sauce and put it on my tongue. It's violent.
I have not tried it yet.
It's not messing around. Also, brief warning. I've already warned Cameron of this, and I will do my best, but normally I try not to swear on this show. That is not going to be the case for this episode.
I kind of think it would be funny if we bleeped everything out, just because I feel like not this is me talking pre-production. I might, we can talk and decide whether or not we actually want to. But I was thinking about it the other day, like, what if we go from having this nice conversation to just suddenly beep 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 beep, like.
Yeah. No, I actually really like that idea. It's gonna happen though. My goal is actually to get some profanity out of Camron, though.
All right. Well, before we get too far into this, you had a lot of stuff you wanted to say, so go ahead.
Yeah, well, just basically the reason why we're doing this is because it's actually really, really difficult to, regularly have conversations about politics with somebody who you fundamentally disagree with or see the world differently than. So I thought it would be a good idea for Cameron and I to spend a couple episodes more on just who we are as people, but also who we are as friends, because even though Cameron and I have been arguing about politics, since we've known each other, I think we met when we were like 14 or 15.
Sophomore year of high school is when I moved down there.
Yeah, we've been arguing about politics ever since then, but we are actually very good friends.
Right. Yeah, and I think part of the reason we're able to get past that is because it's not just politics that we've talked about. We've always been in band. We had a lot of classes together.
Yeah.
And some of those classes
And
were
we argue
politics.
just as much about that stuff.
Right, yeah. You like hipster music. And
What do you mean hipster music?
You said that your Spotify Wrapped was, I'll quote, stomp and holler.
Yeah, but that's because I listened to a lot of Nathaniel Rateliff this year.
Okay, now, I don't know who that is, which makes it hipster music.
Okay. That's, you know what? That's not...
Like, here, I'm just going to Google, is Nathaniel Rateliff hipster music?
I mean, the search result is absolutely going to say yes. I'm not saying he's not hipster music, but I wouldn't say that I'm, you know, a fan of hipster music exclusively.
Oh my gosh, look, we're already arguing about something not politics.
Yeah. And also, I will say, saying that my music taste isn't hipster music is absolutely something a hipster would say.
We do share a lot of musical taste, like,
We
to
do.
be honest.
Yeah.
But no, I think you said it well. You know, I think part of the balance that a lot of people are missing is we've made so much of our lives about politics that people forget to talk about and do other things with people and look past that.
Yeah. And it's important, I think, to kind of, you know, be aware of, because politics is stressful. I think that's why a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't want to hear about politics. The reason that they don't is because it's inherently stressful.
Yeah.
And I think it's, you know, you and I are still talking about politics almost daily, even though it's not, we're, you know, taking a break from that for,
Sure.
you know, an episode or two. But there's also a lot more to our, you know, our friendship than just politics. And
Right. Well,
we just needed a little bit of a break.
I agree. And it's always fun to take a break. And I think there's also a difference between sitting down and arguing about politics for like the 2-hour sessions that we do before we edit it down. And, hey, did you see that Nikki Haley dropped out? You know, like...
Yeah. I mean,
There's a big difference
that's
in
really
that.
what it was it's like I would be following politics regardless of if we were doing the podcast, but it was the compulsion to need to follow the politics and be thinking about it constantly that I think, at least for me personally, started to really kind of like wear me out.
So what you're saying is that it's not me, it's you.
Yeah. Even though that's always bullshit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's the first bleep.
All right, so let's talk about our process. I think what we said, correct me if I'm wrong, is we're gonna do like we're gonna gradually increase the amount of sauce that we take as we get questions wrong or refuse to answer them, because we're gonna do a mix of the truth or dab questions, which is supposed to be like the spill your guts or fill your guts thing from James Corden, where it's like you either answer the question or you eat something nasty. In this case, hot sauce. And then I've got some questions that my students have to take on my tests for you.
Oh, okay, good. Because we didn't really talk about this before, but I have a set of 5 questions, about coffee. Knowing that you're not a coffee drinker, I didn't want to make them too hard, so I tried to pick things either that you had to have no real knowledge of coffee. Or things that I think you would know just otherwise.
Sure.
And for listeners who don't know, Cameron is a history teacher. I am a professional coffee roaster. So
we're going to find out if Andrew is smarter than a 5th or 6th grader. And he's going to find out how much this active member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a.k.a. Mormon, knows about coffee.
Yeah.
Do you know that we're being discouraged from using the word Mormon now? Have you heard that?
I thought, I think you've mentioned that. Also, I think it's really interesting that the sale of the Kirtland Temple and
oh my gosh, and
other
the historic
properties.
sites. Yeah,
because I think that definitely is playing into the kind of I don't know if goal is the right word, but in the last decade or two, my church has really tried to distance ourselves from the LDS church, including changing our name from the RLDS church to what we are currently. But
Community of Christ, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this. So we can talk about that another day because that would be super fascinating. But so
we did already.
A little bit, but we can talk more.
We did a whole episode on it.
But we're going to start out with whenever we get a question wrong or refuse to answer it, we're going to start with the tip, just the teeny little tip of the toothpick.
Just the tip?
And then I was going to... That's the middle school teacher kicking in, or I'm just pretending like it didn't happen.
I'm a middle school child.
Anyway, so we're going to do just the very tip of the toothpick, and then the taper of the toothpick, and then like a quarter, and then half. And then after that, we've got these nifty little foldable spoons that come with the game.
Here's where we have a problem.
Uh-huh.
I don't have toothpicks.
Oh.
I also lost the spoons. What I do have is a shish kebab skewer.
Okay, that's comparable. Yeah.
It's significantly more than a toothpick.
I don't know. I got some pretty big. These are like baking test toothpicks that my wife uses.
I saw them when you held them up to the camera. No.
Okay, well, I will allow you to adjust accordingly to what you think the same amount would be. Does that seem fair? I feel like
that seems fair. Also, I have no idea what happened to my set of little test spoons that came with it, but instead what I have is just an actual spoon.
Okay. Well, the spoon looks like it is at most a teaspoon, and I think we can do fractions of that as well. So...
Yeah, and I know how big the spoons that you have. I did have them at one point, so I know roughly how big they are. And I'm going to be honest. I trust you to, do the same.
Yes. So what have you got to cool yourself off?
I forgot to get the stuff that I need. So I have
You're off to a great start.
Yeah, I have a glass of water. Of course, I have my usual frosty beverage.
You can say beer. It doesn't offend me.
I call it a frosty beverage, regardless.
Oh my gosh, you are such a hipster.
I'm not. Which is what a hipster would say.
Anyway.
And then as my backup, I have... I was going to get, whole milk, because casein... which is a protein in milk that it binds with capsaicin, which is the part of the pepper that causes the sensation of heat. But I forgot to get some. But I do, however, have a whole bag of Babybel cheese. So I'm hoping that the casein in that, if I need it, will do the job. I also have a plastic bag in case I throw up.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even consider that possibility. Oh no.
I don't think it's gonna happen, and we'll definitely cut that part out.
I've got an empty mug here. Oh gosh.
But like I said, this hot sauce is violent.
Wow. Okay.
So
I have got a thing of chocolate milk here, made from 1% milk. And I've got a can of Pib Extra that I'm going to be using. Do you know what that is? I don't know if that would... Yeah, I know it. Because it's bigger out here in the Midwest and the South. Oh, it's not Mr. Pibb. It's Pib Extra.
Okay, well, it used to be Mr. Pibb.
No, it's a different one. It's a different one of the same line. It's like Coke and Cherry Coke. They're the same line, but different.
Yeah, but they're essentially both based off of...
They're both cherry sodas, but this one is spicy. Well,
this one is spicy?
It's marketed as a spicy cherry soda, but you can tell that there's a peppery flavor. It's not spicy.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, we're going to do, to make it fair on who goes first, I'm going to pull up a name wheel that I use in my class.
that only Cameron can see, so it's fair. Wink.
Okay. I think I can share my screen. I haven't tried.
I trust you.
Oh, I can. I want to try this. We haven't tried this before. All right, sharing my screen.
Okay.
So we can see who's going to go first. After this, we're just going to alternate, so it doesn't matter after this point. Okay,
Oof, okay.
Hold on. We didn't decide. Does this mean you ask, or does this mean you get asked?
I was assuming it meant that I get asked.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
Oh, wait, no, I mean... and then...
Do you want to start with one of the truth cards or with one of my quizzes?
Let's start with one of the quizzes.
Okay. All right, here we go. Now, I will remind you that these are real questions that I put on my test for 12-year-olds.
Okay.
So if you get them wrong, you should feel extra stupid.
Oh, I already do.
I'm trying to decide which one I want to go with first. Let's do...
The easy one.
They're all about the same, I would say. Okay. The Mayans believed that blank, the god of the sky, created life.
Quetzalcoatl.
That's Aztec.
Ah, I forgot. Oh, wait, I forgot I could swear on this one.
I love how you, started it, stopped yourself, and then said it, and...
Okay, the Mayans.
Yeah. Do you have
Is
to
it still
take
a
it for
snake
that?
god?
Is
it still like a winged snake god?
No, I don't believe so.
Is it, I think this might be Aztec too, but was it the god that, Montezuma was supposed to be the incarnation of?
Moctezuma is still Aztec.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Huracan.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
Which is where we get hurricane, the name of the weather pattern. From,
oh, okay.
Because it's the god of the sky and storms. And so, Huracan, hurricane. And that's also where the Lamborghini gets its thing from. All right, man.
Okay.
Dab.
How much do I need to do? Just the
tippity tip. Just the smallest possible amount.
I'm sorry, how much?
Just the tippity tip.
No.
Just the tippy.
I just say just the tip. That's all. That's
just
the only
tip.
soundbite.
Just the tip.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know if you can see it.
I feel like that's a little bit more than I would have anticipated, but that's all right.
Well, I couldn't exactly see it.
I think that's about as much as I'm going to be able to get to. So, all right, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're starting to twitch a little bit more.
Because I'm just now starting to feel it. It's fine. My mouth is watering.
No.
There wasn't a whole lot on there.
Right. We want to build.
It's building. I think right now, honestly, because I know what I'm expecting. Mm-hmm. Right now, what the problem is just the anticipation.
See, and I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
Which makes it's my turn, so go ahead.
What are we doing again?
You're asking me one of your quiz questions.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and shake my bottle in anticipation of getting this wrong.
I will... So again, in fairness, Cameron... there's no expectation that he knows anything about coffee. And he
I know it's a bean.
Doesn't even drink coffee. So I'm going to be a little lenient in my questions. Which country?
Oh, God.
And I'll give you... I'll give you... If you can name either one of the two top producers of coffee in the world...
Oh, no.
I'll give it to you. And oh, God. Oh, no.
It's going to get harder to ask these questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The top producer produces around 25 to 30% of the world's coffee.
Okay. I feel like Brazil is too easy of an answer. And I know that it originates in the Middle East.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go with Brazil. Is Brazil the top?
Brazil. Yeah, Brazil's the top.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like I let on with the interesting, but you immediately got it, so I was like, okay, he did
I
it.
mean, I would have. I was gonna say Brazil anyway. My reasoning was not because I actually know that. my reasoning was, okay, well, Brazil. The reason there's a whole lot of African people of African ancestry in Brazil is because of the slave trade. The slave trade was brought over there to bring, to help with agriculture, and their primary agricultural things were exports like sugar, and I'm assuming coffee is another thing. So
Yeah. However, coffee came over there way later than the slave trade did.
Interesting. I did not know that. I figured it was all part of the same Columbian exchange that happened around the same time.
More or less. I don't want to give too much away in case I have other questions.
That's fine.
But,
Leave it there.
But yeah, you were, I mean, honestly, props to you. That was well done.
I feel like that's less because I know anything about coffee and more because I teach history.
Well, yeah.
I logicked myself into that answer.
I tried to pick questions where, like, intimate knowledge of coffee specifically wasn't necessarily going to make or break you.
All right. So we're going to, as far as the truth questions go, because it's time for one of those.
Yes.
Some of these are highly inappropriate, and so we're going to, and some of them are also like, point to the person in the room who you think takes the biggest dumps. Like, okay, there's only two of us, so...
And we both know that it's me.
So we're going to go through them until we find one that we think fits. Not necessarily one that we think is going to win, but one that we think actually fits the conversation.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking through right now. I'm going to switch... Okay, here's one. Fill your mouth with water. I have 1 minute to make you laugh. And if you fail, you have to take a hit of hot sauce.
I feel like this is dangerous with all of the electrical equipment I have around me.
You got a bucket. Just hold the bucket right there.
I have a plastic bag. That's not a bucket, and I'm intending not to use it.
Okay. No, that's a fair point. I'll do a different one. Okay. Now, I don't want to see your photos. Okay.
No one wants to see those.
Open your most recent Instagram DM and read your last conversation with that person.
Ooh, okay. Do group chats count?
Yeah, it says DM. So I would say whatever the top thing on your Instagram DMs are.
It's either... Oh, no. Okay. It's my D&D group.
Okay.
And it was in reference to a meme, or not a meme, but a video that somebody sent of Sam Reich. I don't know if you know him. He's former Secretary of Labor Robert Reich's son.
Okay.
Also the current CEO of the company that used to be College Humor on YouTube. Sam Reich.
Really? I didn't know they were related. I guess I
Yes.
just didn't know his name, so I didn't think about it.
Yeah, so it was in reference to a video that one of my my D&D members sent about all of the different alternative milks that are available. So it went through like soy, hemp,
Hold on.
cashew.
It doesn't say summarize. It says read.
Well, yeah, but okay. Well, I can read it, but it's not going to make sense. How many messages back do I have to go?
Let's go 4 or 5.
Okay, I'll do 4.
Okay.
It says crazy joke because you do it to us. Not referencing me. This
No
is somebody else
context.
saying it to somebody. Okay, no context.
No. I mean, like, no context. That's a great thing to start on. Great
Yeah.
joke because you do it to everybody else.
And by do it to us, I mean call us out for posting something you posted. And then the next comment is drag his ass. And then the final and fourth text is me just replying to the video saying, me when I tell people about my certified organic, shade-grown, Smithsonian, bird-friendly, natural process heirloom Ethiopia. ... Not a joke.
And I know that's not a joke because I think we ended up cutting it, but you and I have talked about that.
Yes.
Okay. All right, your turn.
Okay. I have to pick a
I'm so
card.
scared. I'm so scared of this. And I have a high heat tolerance too. Like I can eat a lot of spicy stuff.
I do not. I'm the worst at it. None of these apply. Am I using the right deck?
I don't know, just skip down a little ways and see if you can find one.
Okay. You can skip this one if you want.
All right.
If you woke up tomorrow as the opposite sex, what's the first thing you'd do?
Oh. I'm not going to skip this. All right. If I woke up tomorrow as the opposite sex, so I wake up tomorrow as a woman. Yeah, I know. So I wake up tomorrow as a woman. First thing I do. Okay, so it's a Saturday. So I'm trying to think of what. Honestly, I'm thinking about like what my wife does on Saturdays.
Okay. But it's not if you woke up as your wife. It's if you woke up and suddenly.
Okay, but the only woman I have lived with is my wife, and so the only, like, I guess I could think of my mom and my sister of what they do on their Saturdays. I don't, and like just to get context of like what women do. Oh my gosh.
I mean, kind of the same thing as men generally.
Grab my own boobs, I guess, and be like,
you know what? I'll take that.
you know, like, I guess I would first, after getting over the shock of it, or to help me get over the shock of it, I would be like, am I really a woman? You know, so I would like pat myself down, and then I'll be honest, I'd probably look at myself in the mirror for quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that.
I've dodged it twice. Okay, quiz question. Here you go.
Okay.
I'll try and make it an easier one for you because I had an easy one. So when I say 3 of the 4 Italian Renaissance artists, Da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, 3 of those 4 were born in or really close to the same city. What is that city?
Florence.
There you go. Florence.
Michelangelo is my favorite artist of all time.
Is it because of his art or because of his Ninja Turtle-ness?
Because of his art. I think that I could do a whole podcast on this. But his Statue of David, is just a mathematical wonder. It's also like a wonder of anatomy. Like the head and the proportions and everything are meant to specifically be viewed from the ground. He represented like a knowledge of like veins and circulation like 100 years before Harvey like formally described circulation. He like the Sistine Chapel was to him like janitorial work, and it's one of the greatest masterpieces of the Renaissance.
We had a display of the Sistine Chapel come through Indianapolis a couple years ago, and I remember going through there, and some of the captions were about like how he started out thinking, yeah, this is going to be great, and then he got in there and was like, this sucks. I hate doing this work. Yeah. But he also, like, it wasn't because he didn't like the painting, it's because he didn't like how much he was being interrupted. And he would throw stuff at people.
Also, it was at the same time he was commissioned to sculpt Pope Julius II's tomb, which he viewed as like his like crowning achievement of his career. And you can still see parts of that. I know that his sculpture of the dying slave and of the rebelling slave in the Louvre were meant to be part of that. It was a motif on like Moses, I think.
Interesting.
But the Pope Julius II like took him off of that, kind of to punish him, I think.
Yeah, he said...
Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone.
He said some not so nice things.
Yeah. And then painted some not so nice things into the Sistine Chapel.
He did. That's great.
Which makes me love him more. Leonardo da Vinci is one of my least favorite artists, and was a hack.
I wouldn't say he's a hack. I would say...
He was a hack. The Mona Lisa sucks.
I mean, the Mona Lisa is overrated. It's only, and this is a fun historical fact, it's only famous because it was stolen.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about it until it was stolen and disappeared for so long. I don't think it's that he's a hack. I think it's that he definitely focused on art the least out of those four, because he was also focused on anatomy and engineering. But, I mean, Michelangelo's knowledge of veins and muscular structure are only because Leonardo dissected so many cadavers.
That's fair. I will say that, sorry, I'm...
Oh no, you're still feeling it? I haven't even...
Yeah, oh yeah. 100%.
Let's just go ahead and cut this and just go to my question.
Okay, hold on.
Because we could keep talking about this. Oh, he's muting his mic and coughing up a lung.
I didn't want to subject our listeners to any of that.
Okay, let's go.
What is the name of the chemical reaction that causes coffee beans to turn brown? I'm willing to give you a hint if you really need it.
No. I know with cacao beans it's fermentation. Is it fermentation with coffee beans?
It's not fermentation.
Oh no. That's the only chemical process that I know. That and osmosis.
So I'm still going to make you take the...
Oh, no, I'm taking it. I'm shaking my bottle up. Yeah.
Would it help if I told you it's the exact same process that creates browning in meat or the crust on bread?
Maillard.
Yep.
Oh, it's the Maillard reaction.
It's the Maillard reaction.
See, okay, I didn't think of that as a chemical process. I've always thought of it as a thermal, because but I guess it is chemical.
Yeah, it is. It's one of two forms of non-enzymatic browning. So enzymatic browning is like when you cut into an apple and it turns brown when you like leave it out on the counter. Non-enzymatic browning requires heat, and there are two forms. There's caramelization, which is just heat and carbohydrates, like sugar, and then the Maillard reaction, which is heat, carbohydrates, and proteins.
Okay.
So when you, before you apply any heat to coffee beans, they are totally green.
I'm not going to lie, I only took in the words proteins, enzymatic, and green, because I'm
That's fine.
worried about this toothpick.
I think that's about what I did.
All right, here we go. You said it took a while?
Yeah, but I've also deadened my tongue.
Wow.
It's no joke.
It is not a joke. I'll say just that little bit, and it's still going.
It builds. Yeah.
It's still building. I would, as of right now, put it right there with like a ghost pepper sauce that I've had, but it's still going.
Yeah. I think mine's dying down. But
so what you're saying is I can ask you a hard question.
Yeah, let's do two more from the deck.
All right.
And then we'll go back to the trivia. I don't know if I'm using the right... I still have one package I haven't opened
I
at
don't
all.
care. I'm sorry. I get rude when I'm uncomfortable. It's less about...
Oh, I love this.
Okay. All right, here's one for you.
Here's
you're opening
for all of our ASMR fans.
Cellophane. Okay. What is a stereotype you believe in? Mr. Liberal. We all know stereotypes are based in some amount of fact. How much is often subject of debate, but what is a stereotype you believe in?
That I hate myself for saying this. That Oregonians are hipsters. We absolutely are.
All right. You escaped it. I'll take it. All right, man. Let's hear yours. Gimme.
All right.
It's still going. Like, it's not the whole of my mouth. It's really just the part where I put the sauce and then where my saliva rushed it down the back of my throat. I've got like a line.
Yeah.
Of burning.
That's why I coughed earlier.
Wow.
I feel like none of these questions are ones that I feel like you would have a problem answering. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done at a party?
Oh my gosh.
Should we maybe set a timer for these? And it's like if you can't answer within 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll start that after this question.
Okay. Here's my problem. I don't know that I have an answer for you. Not because
So you're taking the dab?
Not because I wouldn't want to share it, but because I don't go to parties.
You've been to some kind of party.
I know, I guess.
And you've absolutely done embarrassing things. I've known you for over 10 years.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when I think of parties where people do embarrassing things, it's parties where people are drinking, and I didn't go to those kinds of parties, you know.
And you just do them stone cold sober.
Right. I own up. I own 100% of the embarrassing things that I do.
Even better.
Oh my gosh. Now it's spreading across my whole tongue.
Yeah, it makes it hard to think.
Yeah, it's getting lesser though. So like it's less Nope, never mind. I'm wrong. I got another wave. Okay. Yeah, I mean, aside from like comments or jokes that fell flat, I can't think of anything really that I could share. So I'm just gonna...
So you're gonna take the dab?
I don't have another option, right? It's either answer or take the dab, and I can't answer it, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so we're increasing it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. How much are we increasing it by?
So the first time I did like half the tip, now I'm doing like the full taper.
Okay. And all the way around then?
Yeah,
Because I just did...
all the way around.
Okay.
All the way around.
Yeah, that's fair.
And my last one was all the way around. Oh, no. Okay, I might have to take a drink with this one. Oh, it's infinitely worse already.
Yeah. I feel bad because I feel like I'm feeling fine.
Oh, sweet Mother of Mary.
Oh, so close.
You know what? It's not. I'm gonna curse myself by saying this. It's not yet as bad as Da Bomb was. I've had Da Bomb from the same show, and granted,
Yeah.
I had a lot of that sauce. I had like a pea size or a pinky tip size because I was like, it's the third hottest one. It won't be that bad. It was.
We're gonna get there.
Like I couldn't see shapes. I was just seeing colors. Like I've never done drugs, but that's about what I expected it to be. This one so far is like I'm having to try and not get the hiccups.
That's why I got the throw up bag, is because I get the hiccups really easily, and I don't have the one foolproof method to rid me of the hiccups, which is lime and Angostura bitters, in case anyone needs a quick fix for the hiccups.
So I think I'm not going to take a drink, but this is like first wave, and now having had that first little bit, I know that first wave is the least bad wave.
Yeah.
Nope, here it comes. Here's the second one. Oh.
Come on, get me in there.
All right,
Give
okay.
me a hard one.
Okay, here we go. How many slaves were freed by the Emancipation Proclamation?
Oh, I have no idea. 1.2 2 million.
Oh, you are way off.
Okay.
0.
That's fair.
The answer is 0.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on.
So here's the thing. The Emancipation Proclamation was passed before the Civil War was won, which means that it only at the time applied to all of the states that were part of the Union. And
Which
all of the
slavery
states
was already
illegal. And so
all right.
The Emancipation Proclamation did not free any slaves. Winning the war freed the slaves. And
3 years after the war ended,
Reconstruction
finally in Galveston, Texas.
Yes, and that's why we celebrate Juneteenth on the day that we do. But
Oh, that was way too much. Oh
oh no. You don't have to have all of that one, because that's way more than I just had.
I'm resisting making a "that's what she said" joke.
You just made it anyway.
I know.
All right, I'm going to drink some chocolate milk while you're doing this. Not because I need to, but because I want to.
I'm so nervous.
You should be.
Before the heat hits me, this sauce actually does taste pretty good.
Yeah, because sometimes when you get super hot sauces, it's just pure heat. I could see the look in your eyes, the shock when it hit. Just that you twitched. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, that chocolate milk did nothing.
I made the mistake of swallowing it instead of letting it just coat my mouth, and so now the heat is going all the way down.
No.
But it's got a really pleasant, like, floral and citrus flavor.
It really does. Yeah. Like I would put this on stuff normally.
If it wasn't
small amounts.
If it wasn't absolute death.
if it wasn't like from the fiery depths of hell.
Yeah.
All right, how you holding up?
Good. For some reason, it's making me need to pee again. Maybe that's the amount of liquid that I drank in preparation.
Maybe. Just make sure to wash your hands really well before you go.
Oh, I'm not touching my face for the rest of the day.
Your face isn't what I was worried about.
Oh. I even think about that.
Yeah, no one does.
Thank you for warning me.
No one does. And then you grow peppers for the first time, and you go out and collect a nice harvest, and you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you'll never want to go again.
Yeah. I also just did immediately touch my face.
I mean, as long as you're not touching the sauce, you're probably okay. Because, like, I've picked up my face and my eyes a little bit while we've been doing this after I've had my hits, and I haven't. I fiddle a lot because of my ADHD, so I've absolutely touched the end of that toothpick and the bottle. Oh, wow. That is... Oh. Getting hit again? Second wave?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, give me a question.
Okay.
We're on the quizzes.
We're on the quiz? I thought we were doing 2 more of the cards.
Oh, well then I read you a quiz one. So, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, you did. Okay. Wait, wasn't that... What was the second quiz one that you did? Was that the second quiz one?
No. Second one I did was Florence, the Italian artist.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Look at us both having to stop and pause because we can't remember what happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, that's not unusual for me. In what country do we think coffee originated in?
Oh, no. I know it's a Middle Eastern country. But there's so many it could be. I want to say it's Turkey, Jordan, or Saudi Arabia. I'm going to go with Turkey.
No.
Ah,
You're way off. It's not even a Middle Eastern country.
Frank Herbert's Dune wouldn't lie to me.
Except I don't think we actually... I mean, we still kind of technically don't know, but we do know that it originated somewhere just as a species, not as a crop. There's a distinction between those. We think it originated in either southern Ethiopia or northern Kenya.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to do about half a toothpick.
All right, wait, hold on. Before you do that, I'm going to pee. I think it's just the nerves getting to me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to miss the reaction.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So, full disclosure, while you were gone, I drank a good amount of chocolate milk.
That's fine.
And it did nothing for the heat that I was still feeling.
Yeah. No, my tongue is fully numb. But I do think we need to start doing the spoons. We can kick this up so much.
I'm gonna do a globule on this toothpick.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh no, I got some on my arm. There's no napkins around. Oh.
Don't do it.
Ah! Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was so nervous about this episode, but I'm so happy now. I feel like I'm congested. I haven't had enough of it that like it's gonna clear out my sinuses yet.
I can feel my face turning red.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
All right, should we
wave
for the
The first wave is dying down. I'm going to ask you your question while I can.
Should we do the 30-second timer?
Yes.
I've got it queued up here.
All right. Let me.
Yeah, you get yours queued.
Let's see.
I'm gonna cough while I'm muted.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So how do I choose who? Oh, I can't think. I can't read and think and deal with this heat at the same time.
Cameron, that has nothing to do with the hot sauce.
Shut up. Okay. Those are not good ones for this format. Oh, here's one. And you may not have one. I think of the two of us, you are more likely to have one because you played more contact sports. Your overall
I played exactly one more contact sport than you did,
which is a total of one. Anyway, yeah, it's still more. It's therefore infinitely times more. And then you've also got like asthma, and those are two things that I never had. Oh, I feel like I'm talking loud.
Oh no!
Oh, I haven't even asked the question. Your timer's going off.
No, yeah.
Does that mean I have to take another hit?
I accidentally hit start on mine.
Tell us your craziest hospital story.
Ooh, okay. Craziest hospital story. Oh no, there are so many to choose from, and I'm gonna run out of time. Craziest hospital story, I think is actually when our senior year in high school, we had Festival of Bands, and I had gotten a staph infection in my nose.
Oh no!
And that year, our band director had basically written the entire show with me as a featured soloist. So after our first performance, I had to go to the hospital, get my nose drained, and then we actually qualified for like semifinals where I again had to do this whole like 15-minute marching band show as a soloist. With just a giant swollen nose.
I do not remember that.
Draining.
I think actually, you know what? I have a vague memory of this, but it's not like super specific. I feel like I remember the fact that it happened, but I don't remember.
I think you don't remember it because I'm pretty sure we got back like with half an hour to go before the show.
Maybe. It's in the roof of my mouth.
Yeah. I you know what?
No. You don't have to. It's fine.
I know I don't have to. I'm going to.
Oh boy, you bring this on yourself.
I'm doing what I should have done last time, which is just the end of it.
I feel like okay. Oh my gosh. I had to take a swig.
It actually does really, really taste good, though.
It does. Like, I want to eat it, but then I don't want to have eaten it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you had a big drop on there. Oh, no. This is one that you probably should watch on video, this episode. If you're listening to it right now, I'm opening my Pib. If you're just listening, make sure to also, like, watch, because we're giving some good facial reactions.
I can see the sweat building up on my forehead on the video.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. All right, go. I feel like I'm good enough that I can go. I say that, but I'm hurrying through my sentences. Oh no.
What's the drunkest thing you did? No, I'm kidding.
I have only ever been buzzed. Thank you very much.
Have you really?
Yeah, while I was a missionary.
Wait, okay, hold on.
So
this is my question. What is that story?
So we went to this guy's house, and his grandson was, really interested in talking to us. He had been talking to, missionaries on and off for quite a while. And so he invited us over to visit his grandfather. His grandfather was some, like, whew, this is hot. I'm getting another wave of it.
Yeah.
His grandfather, like, survived World War II as a kid. Like, he was there when the Soviets liberated Poland, and he was telling us a bunch of stories about how he was basically taken prisoner by the Russians, put in a Russian uniform, and told to go out and shoot Nazis. Like, and he was telling us all these stories, and as he's telling us these stories, don't silence your whoos. Like, let the yelp out. It helps. Anyway,
I don't want to interrupt the audio. I thought about putting my wind filter on. Oh no! I keep hitting my
stop dropping
boom
stuff
arm too. No, anyway, I keep hitting the springs on my boom.
So anyway, as he's telling us these stories, he's giving us this borscht. It's just a beet soup, but it had been sitting under his sink for God knows how long, and it burned going down when it was served cold. And every time we drank our cup, because he would be like, "You can't leave until it's empty," but every time we'd empty it, he'd put more in. And so this stuff had definitely fermented. And I'm not saying that I felt a buzz. I'm not saying that I felt a buzz, but going home that night, lights were significantly brighter. There was a good amount of fuzz on the edge of our vision, and everything was hilarious. We were having the time of our lives on that tram ride home.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
That's the closest
I would
that
say
I can think.
that counts.
So.
That is absolutely not something I expected. This is getting real now.
All right. Okay. Give me a real question though. That was your freebie. That was a freebie. That was.
Okay.
Like, I'm drinking milk to try and help, and it does nothing. I have never had something so hot that milk does nothing.
Yeah. No, I believe that. I don't even have milk.
And I'm out of milk now. That was the last of it. Oh, gosh.
Okay, and you have to be honest about this.
Okay.
And if you're not, you have to be honest and take the dab.
Okay, all right.
When was the last time you cried, and why?
I'm gonna
I didn't start the timer.
You don't need to. I'm going to take the dab. Not because...
Okay.
And the only reason is because it's...
You're so cold-hearted, you've never cried.
I was going to say that it's due to, like, personal discussions with my wife.
Okay, that's fair.
Some of which were so happy we cried, and some of which were, kind of the opposite, as marriage is.
Sure.
But it's not because I don't have things. It's because I like to keep personal things like that between us. I'm moving on to the spoon at this point. I'm moving on to the spoon.
Yeah. I think we need to. We've felt how it's going to be. We need to actually get in the thick of it.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, what I think... Oh no. I thought I was going to do just like a BB size, but I've got a small...
how much you...
I got a small pool. Look.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right,
That's
here.
fair.
It's
Oh god, I'm so nervous for you.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do the sauce down, so it goes right onto my tongue and not my lips.
Yeah. Don't swallow immediately.
I already did. I did. Oh no.
That's the worst part.
Oh no.
There's one, folks.
Oh no, it's worse when I drink the soda. Not because of the carbonation, but because there's so much sugar in it that it makes your, like, between that and the already reaction I'm having, it just
Yeah.
It made me swallow more, and so it covered some up, but then reinvigorated more.
I love this episode.
We specifically planned to do this on a weekend where we knew we wouldn't have anything to do tomorrow. Because, to quote my father, what goes in hot comes out hot. And I don't want to be sitting in the middle of my social studies class and be like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. How is it worse? Why can't it just be like what some of those sauces that are once a done?
All right. Go on my question. We got to keep rolling through this.
Do you want a card or a history quiz?
Give me a card. Make it a hard one, because I actually do want to. I feel like I'm getting off easy here.
Let's see.
Oh no!
This is one of the few, like, spicy ones that I left in.
Okay, that's fair.
Which member of your immediate family do you think is the horniest?
I mean, I definitely know the answer. I don't want to say it. So I am going to take.
Oh no!
To take the it's. Hold on, I gotta shake the bottle.
This stuff does not smell pleasant. Like, I mean, it smells like a good hot sauce, but it's got so much. It's got so much
smell
spice.
The heat. Mm-hmm. But the initial flavor is like
it tricks you.
Straight up orange blossom. It's so good. It's fragrant.
It makes you think
citrus.
This isn't gonna be bad.
And then it absolutely is. I feel like I just looked like a crazy person there.
I'm gonna burp so hard. I'm gonna mute my mic. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna do it for the pod. Oh, that wasn't so hard. I built that up. All right, here we go. Let's see you.
How do we feel about that?
That's about what I had.
All right. Okay.
Oh, it's spread to my lips now because I've licked my lips so much.
Oh, that's okay. It got real.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how you're holding all these words. You're just not talking. That's your solution.
Oh man. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
You know what? No, hold on.
Who are you?
That went away too easy.
Oh, you are a brave person. Are you going in for a second dab?
Yeah. I feel like I didn't get as high of a. Oh, that might be a mistake.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Oh boy. Oof.
Oh god.
All right, ask me your question.
Is it? Wait, I thought I've lost all track
It's your
of
turn.
time.
It's your turn to ask because I just asked you which member of your immediate family was the horniest.
Oh, it's my dad.
And so you answer now.
Oh god.
You answer after you take it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, give me one. Funnily enough, my answer would also be my dad. At least based on, like, how they talk.
I don't want to know that about your dad. I know your dad.
Yeah, and I know yours not as well as you know mine, but
Which one?
That's fair. I think I know your I've met your biological dad.
I think you've met both of them.
I may have. Anyway, question.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. This hurts to speak now.
It does.
Hold on, folks.
Oh, no. Okay. Every time it passes, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be good again. But then it comes back with a, nope, we're bombing Pearl Harbor again. You know?
Yeah. Okay. In which country did I get a flesh-eating parasite while visiting a coffee farm?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
You have told me this
Many times.
At least 3 times that I can think of. Because, you know who Brian Regan is, the comedian?
Yeah, I hate him.
Okay. He's not my favorite either, but he's got that one thing where he's like, astronauts, they have the one-up that they can use at any party, so they can, I walked on the moon. I feel like yours is, when I was in, I want to say Costa Rica, and got my flesh-eating parasite.
Interesting.
The only country I can think of right now is Costa Rica, so that's what I'm going to say. With all the heat going through my head, that's the only thing I can think. That's the only one that's coming to mind. There's Echoes of Ecuador, which would be... That's a great album name. Echoes of Ecuador.
I mean, I do have an Ecuadorian coffee. I have a Honduran coffee. I don't currently have Costa Rican coffee.
Are you trying to tell me that it's Honduran?
Maybe.
I'm going to stick with Costa Rica, because just because you visit the farm doesn't mean product. Was I right?
You were right.
Oh,
and also,
thank heavens. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Also, I don't have an Ecuadorian coffee. I do have a Honduran coffee.
Okay.
And the coffee that we had at the farm that I visited in Costa Rica was terrible because the farmer that I actually do work with, his name's Diego. He's a great guy. They were... Oh, God. It's on the exhale.
Yeah. I'm starting to come down, finally. I'm feeling all right now. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, I wasn't able to visit the farmer that I actually work with in Costa Rica because of COVID measures. So we went to this other 100% organic coffee farm, which is absurd in Costa Rica because Costa Rican agricultural laws are so strict that it actually surpasses what you need for organic certification, so there's no reason. I am salivating so much, and I am so sorry to anyone who has misophonia. But yeah, because they were, totally like pesticide free. We were there for 2 weeks, didn't have a single issue with bugs until like our very last day, and we went to this coffee farm, and both me and my stepdad got leishmaniasis.
Jeez, are you done with that? Because I know that it's like one of those things that can sometimes not ever fully go away.
Exactly. So we've officially been declared in remission. But it could come back really at any time. And if it does come back, it's going to start attacking our mucous membranes, which is hard to say when your mucous membranes are
acting up.
Very, very active.
Yeah.
And it typically, it affects men who are ages like 17 to 30. Most severely, and that's also the age group that the medication that we had to take is least effective on. So,
oh, jeez,
fingers crossed.
Okay, all right, I got one for. Come on, I know you're trying to spare us the details of these coughs, but like I burped for the podcast.
Oh no, that was fully me, just like inhaling the phlegm the snot that was about to drip down my nose.
Okay. This one might be easy for you, it might not. This has tended to be a fact that I have found to be pretty 50-50 as far as people
Okay.
who have studied some amount of history goes. Almost every person of European descent is related to one person. Who is that one person?
Charlemagne.
There you go. There you go. You got it. All right. You are spared a round, just like I was.
All right.
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
While you're deciding, I'll explain that Charlemagne had so many wives that he had so many children that just by the sheer numbers, the math works out to where almost everyone who is of European descent is somehow related to Charlemagne, which is insane. Because not only is it that he had so many wives, but he also like conquered so much of Europe, and then those people spread out into other surrounding tribes and countries. And it's really fascinating. The diaspora of Charlemagne's genetics is quite wide. Okay. I've been lulled into a false sense of security, and I feel like I need to... I'm going to need something here.
Okay, here's a good one.
Oh, no.
Who do you like better, mom or dad?
You son of a...
See, I take issue with that because I love my mom the most. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know.
I love you all equally.
All parents are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah. Also, it's unfair because I have 3 parents to choose from, and...
Did you even pick up on my Animal Farm reference?
No, I haven't read Animal Farm.
You haven't read Animal Farm?
No, actually, I have it on a list of books that I'm trying to read this year that I want to read at least once in my life. Animal Farm is definitely one of them.
Dude, it's a short book. It's a novella. You can read it in a single sitting. It's short. I don't know that I have an answer to that because I love them both so much for so many different reasons.
That's why I picked that one.
You know, like I can talk to both of my parents really about anything. I feel like I got very lucky in the parents department. I don't think I do love one of them more, so I'm gonna take a hell of a dab here.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's about half the spoon. This is about half a teaspoon. So this is like 2.5 times what I had on the last one, and I was hurting on that last one. This is
where it gets serious.
This is even more of what I had when I had Da Bomb. This is more than that. So here we go. Oh, it swallowed on its own automatically. It was a reflex.
Oh no.
Ha. I'm going to try and meditate.
Look, I'm just proud of myself that I've let so many innuendos go so far in this episode.
I'm not processing what you're saying one bit.
That's fair.
I didn't know my mouth could produce this much saliva.
There's one of them.
Oh, no, shut up. Ah. 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 Oh, my.
This episode is a sonic nightmare.
This episode is brought to you by Satan's Diarrhea. Oh my gosh. Nope, I made the same mistake. The pib didn't help last time. Why did I think it was going to help this time?
Because you're stupid.
I am. Was this my idea or your idea? I can't remember whose idea this was.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
I think it was my idea.
I was... what I will say is... regardless of whose idea it was, I was fully on board the second it was brought up.
So was I. Oh my gosh. It is like... it feels like there's a hot poker touching the soft part of the back of my mouth.
Just trying to be on my best behavior here. All right.
Give
me your worst.
Here you go.
If you can.
Explain in detail how you wipe after taking a number 2.
Ooh. I'm not going to do that. if for no other reason than because I don't think about it, it's instinct, and I don't know that I could tell you. Yeah. I am going to regret this. And I'm definitely going to pay attention to the next time that I wipe. After this comes out. I feel like mine keeps settling.
I can't think at all. Oh my gosh.
So I gotta shake it.
This is like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching myself.
The other day when I tried it, I was like, this feels strangely close to getting high.
You would know. That came out wrong. That came out so wrong. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like, you would know. I just have no other way of enunciating that while I'm on this much hot sauce.
How much did you do?
I would say I did a little bit more than that. I would say I did about half to 3/4 of a teaspoon.
Okay.
Probably half.
I don't know. Closer to half. This is a teaspoon. And
so I mean like the little spoons that came with it, I did a little bit more than half, I think.
Okay. I think I can judge how much that is, knowing.
Like, it would be enough to cover a dime.
Yeah, that's what I've got, and it's pretty...
Yeah, that's about right. That looks about right to me.
It's pretty mounded up there. Okay, this is going to be real bad. Oh no, it's now the size of a quarter.
It sounds like the right amount, then.
There's no getting away from like, swallowing it, though.
I know, it's that much, it just happens.
And it does taste really, really good. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. So, you may have heard noise. I don't know if it's in the podcast or not, but there was, like, a big crash thing, and I thought it was maybe something, because I'm right on the other side of the bathroom where my cat's litter box is, and I got dogs out there, so I thought maybe the dogs knocked something over. But then my wife texted me, "Oh, if it was just me knocking things over," and I can't process everything at once. So I said maybe. Oh my gosh!
Oh,
it's a coaster. I knocked a coaster over.
This is suddenly really, really bad.
It is so bad. Oh, and then it like stops for a second. Like it's a sudden release. It's not like it gradually tapers off. It's like, you're good. We're gonna let you. It's like when the kidnapper's like, we're gonna let you go, and then just as you get at the edge of their arm's reach, they're like grabbing you by the throat again, being like, just kidding. These are some weird metaphors.
I don't have that much experience with kidnappers. Oh God.
You look like you're gonna sneeze or cry, and you haven't decided yet which.
It's like it's on my lips now.
Mm-hmm. All right, do you want to do one more each, or do you want to do one more that we can both try and answer?
No, we gotta keep going.
All right, let's do one more each, and then we'll call it good.
No, because we still have a trivia. Let's do a trivia each, and then another card draw.
Okay. All right.
And these next ones are going to be like a quarter size.
Yep. List all 6 wives of Henry VIII. Bonus points.
Anne Boleyn.
Bonus points if you could do it in order.
I'm going to say 6 Annes in order.
Wait, I think it's your turn to ask me a question.
Maybe. I don't know. Is Henrietta, was that one of them?
No.
Was Mary Queen of Scots one of them?
No.
Okay. I know Anne Boleyn was one of them. She was, I think, the last one.
No, she was the second one.
Oh, she was the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have Catherine of Aragon, who is the Queen of Spain. Well, not Spain,
okay.
But a Spanish.
I think that's who I was thinking of when I was thinking
kingdom.
of Mary Queen of Scots.
Yeah, so he married Catherine of Aragon. They got divorced. Fun fact, she was actually married or supposed to marry his older brother. Then his older brother died shortly thereafter that marriage, and so they got married. And then no male sons. He also had some physical injuries. We think he probably had some mental problems from injuries that didn't heal.
Was that wasn't part of the Habsburgs, were they?
It's at the same time as the Habsburgs, but they are not Habsburgs. They're Tudors.
Okay.
So then you have Catherine of Aragon is first, then Anne Boleyn, who cheated on him, even though he's the king, so he's sleeping around too. Jane Seymour, after he cut off Anne's head, so divorced Catherine, cut off Anne Boleyn's head, married Jane Seymour, and she's the one who gave him a son, but she died in childbirth. And then there's Anne of Cleves, who was significantly younger.
So there was more than one Anne.
Yeah, 2 Annes, 3 Catherines, 1 Jane.
Okay.
So then Anne of Cleves, who, after Jane dies, he's like super depressed, and his court is like, hey, you should get married again. That'll make you happy. And he's like, no one will ever match up to Jane. And then they show him a portrait of Anne, and he's like, someone might potentially...
She'll do.
Yeah, it's like someone maybe will match up to Jane. So they bring her in, and first problem is she is like 17, 18, and he's in his 50s by this point. And which wasn't uncommon for Europe, but they were both...
AJ, nothing but a... I am so sorry I said that. I couldn't even finish it.
But so they both looked at each other like, "Oh, you are young. Oh, you're old," and so neither one of them was really feeling it. And then 2,
yeah, but also not at all an uncommon thing at that time.
Correct. But more importantly, she didn't speak a lick of English, and he didn't know any German.
Again, not an uncommon thing. I think this exact same story as how Catherine the Great became the Empress of Russia.
It's similar. But then also she didn't look anything like her portrait. And so he was like, I feel cheated.
Again, not at all uncommon.
And so it just didn't work out. And then he married Catherine Howard, who was Anne Boleyn's cousin, actually.
Okay.
And that should have been a big red flag, because she also cheated on him basically the same way Anne Boleyn did.
Okay.
And then he chopped her head off, or had her executed. And then he married Catherine Parr, who actually outlived him. They were married the rest of his life, and she nursed him on his deathbed.
Okay. I never would have gotten that question. That means I have to...
Yep.
I have to eat more. Oh, no.
But I also think that I asked you 2 questions in a row, which means you can ask me 2 in a row. And then we'll end with you. So you give me your quiz, then give me your truth, and then I'll give you a truth, and then we'll quit.
Okay, I feel like we gotta... Because it doesn't make sense to record... To eat the hot sauce after the questions.
Sure.
And then not get the reaction.
Oh, so you want me to
take...
You... Okay.
Oh, no, I'm going to take my one. I'm going to take... It's spreading out, but it will...
Okay.
Eventually be about a quarter size.
So that's like 3/4 of the spoon.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta blow it now.
So I feel like, while you're doing that, I feel like it's not making it easier to eat this. The fact that we've been doing so much of it, it's still just as hot, and if not hotter, as we increase the amount that we're taking. But I feel like it's getting easier because I know what to expect. You know? Oh, he's done blowing his nose. Would you agree with that?
Oh, it's definitely compounding for me.
I would say it's compounding for me too, but I would say, like, with each dose, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm getting myself into now.
Yeah. I would say that that's fair.
All right.
I don't know what that is. I wish that it wasn't this hot, because I would put this on everything. It's so good.
Okay. While you're feeling it, give me your quiz.
What are we doing?
You're giving me a quiz and then a truth, because I asked you 2 in a row on accident.
Oh, okay. How do I take my coffee?
Black.
God. All right. If I don't take it black, how do I take my coffee?
I'm not gonna say that answer.
like I like my men. Weak.
No, I'm gonna text it to you because I don't want to have it said out loud.
God, we can't air this episode.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh, there it is. That doesn't even make sense.
He's referring to the text I sent him. All right. If you don't take it black, I only know about coffee styles from like John Wayne movies and like prissy movies, like cream and 2 sugars. That's the only other thing, and I feel like that's tea more than it is coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay. How do I take my tea?
I don't. Herbal?
No.
Via enema?
Did you cheat? No. No, I take my tea the same way.
Black?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Lion's Irish breakfast that I have to get imported. I drink it black. That's honestly what I drink more than coffee. Oh, God, this is awful. Oh.
I took a bit more. I took a whole spoon on accident, so I'm going to put some of this back.
It's really, really bad.
Okay. All right. Does that look about right? It's just shy of a full spoon.
That looks significantly more than what I did.
Okay, then I'll pour a little bit more in. Okay. How's that?
I think that's still significantly more. So why don't we do this? I'll take some more.
No. You've already taken stuff when you didn't have to. It's my freaking turn.
I know, but I want this to be fair.
How is it fair?
I think for the last questions...
No, you have whatever you want to do. I'm not going to stop you because I literally can't, but I feel like this is about what you showed me. We're using 2 different spoons. I'm going for it.
Yeah, but I've seen the spoons that you're using. I just lost mine.
Oh, no. Oh, I made a mistake. It immediately mixed with my saliva because my brain knew what was coming. And I was like, saliva. What do you do with saliva? You swish it around. No.
Don't do that.
I'm not gonna sleep.
I feel like I'm not going to live through the night. You can... I don't know if you can see just like the glistening.
I can.
My webcam is... I don't know if this is my eyes or just my webcam being out of focus, but...
Okay, give me another one quick. Give me my other one quick. I've always wondered how I would do if I was ever on Hot Ones, and now I know. Not well.
What's the meanest thing you've ever said to someone's face?
Shut up, nobody likes you.
Okay, you said that to me on this show.
Okay, but I actually meant it when I said it to that person, not when I said it to you.
Again, you've said that to me on this show.
No. I mean, like, I said it in such a way that 2 weeks later this kid had transferred schools. That's not a joke.
All right, that's pretty bad.
This was a kid.
What's his name and address?
I don't know. I remember his first name was Garrett. This was like 6th or 7th grade. And he was someone who, in hindsight I knew this. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't know. You can see, but I'm fully crying right now.
He was a bully. He was a kid who had no friends because he was mean, but then became more mean because he didn't have any friends. And
okay, that's fair.
For a long time, we let him sit at our table at lunch because we all kind of took pity on him. And all of us were kind of raised right to try and be nice to the kid who had no friends. But he had nothing nice to say. Ever. It was nothing positive about anybody came out of his mouth. And there was one day where he had been doing this every day for weeks and weeks and weeks. And he was literally going around the table pointing and saying, and you this, and you that, and you this, and you that. And by the time he was on his like 3rd round, I looked him dead in the face and said, "Shut up, Garrett. Nobody likes you. Nobody cares what you have to say." And he did. And 2 weeks later, he was gone. And I know that because he was in band. And we were doing a parade for 7th grade band. 7th, 8th grade band. And he was supposed to be just a little bit nearby where we were. And he wasn't there. And we asked the teachers, "Hey, where's Garrett?" And he said he switched schools because people weren't being nice to him. And he had left the last time I had seen him was the day I said that. And so so I have mixed feelings about that, because on one hand, like, I feel like I am the reason why he switched schools. But on the other hand, we're talking like a year and a half worth of dealing with his garbage.
This was a kid who had fair warning.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, and...
Oh, God.
So it's a mixture of, I feel...
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I feel like good because I stood up for myself and my friends, but I also feel bad because I hurt someone else in the process.
Yeah. And just also physically bad in this moment right now.
Oh, yes. It's at the point now where it's like my liver is like, you know, I don't know if it's my liver, but it's my upper gastro area, like this spot.
Yeah.
Where my body's like, what have you done?
I'm not so worried. Like, I'm not feeling it in my liver. It's mostly like my soft palate. But to be fair, my liver is much better conditioned than yours is.
Yeah.
This is really, really awful, though.
Okay. Here you go. This is the last question.
Okay.
How many people have you made out with? If you don't know, guess.
I would say...
Made out, not... What?
And I really don't want to... I didn't want to answer that question because my family does listen to this. But I also really don't want to have any more of that hot sauce.
You know, when I was at BYU Hawaii, and this is a pretty common thing amongst BYU students, is there's a thing called a NICMO, which is a non-committal makeout.
Okay.
And I had some roommates who were pretty big into that. I never was. So I've made out with 2 people, and you know both of those people.
I do?
Yes.
I'm
married to one, and you know the other.
Can I send you... I'm going to send initials of the person that I think it is.
Okay, sure.
Will you tell me if I'm right?
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they went to BYU.
That's not where we made out. We were dating like my whole senior year of high school.
Oh, okay. I thought this was at BYU.
No, I mean, she did go to BYU Hawaii for a year.
Oh, okay.
But I was on my mission.
See, I didn't know.
So we weren't there at the same time. Anyway,
interesting.
25?
Yeah.
Where do you
That's
find
a conservative estimate.
Where do you find the time?
First of all, I don't necessarily remember all of these.
That's even worse.
But that's why they happened.
I guess that's just a world that I'm not privy to.
Yeah. That's honestly, realistically, I have no idea. I have not kept track of that number. And it's actually far less common for me to do that while I'm drunk. So I actually probably do remember at least 90% of the people that I've made out with. I just don't know how many that number is. So I'm guessing.
Oh, wow.
Probably no one for a while, though. Because I feel like this is going to linger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to tell my wife no goodnight kisses. She's not going to want this.
Yeah. Unless you're really mad at her.
Which I'm not. Okay. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of Agreeable Disagreements.
We didn't even do an intro.
Oh, we can
I'm just realizing that
we can do an intro in post.
Welcome to Agreeable Disagreements, a podcast where normally two friends with differing ideologies debate politics. Today we did not do that, but we would very much like to say... hold on, sorry.
I'm gonna put this at the very, very front of the podcast, and I'm gonna edit it and say what you're about to listen to is as close to us doing drugs or something like that. I don't know. I'll put...
Yeah.
I can't even finish my sentence. Well, thank you for listening. Let's just end.
And thank you to Halcyon Club for letting us use their song "This Life Is Tough But Fair" from their EP Headset Emotions. Cameron, do you have a fun fact for us?
I got 2 fun facts for you.
Okay.
I'm not actually going to flip you off.
Please do. I got one swear word from you.
You got 2.
This whole
you got
episode.
2, but you were laughing in the middle of the
Did
second
I?
one. Yeah.
No.
You asked me a question. I called you. No. Yeah, you got 2. You heard them both because you responded to them both.
What were they? List them off right now.
No. Just go back and re-listen.
Damn it! I thought I'd get another one.
Fun fact. The moon is closer to the Earth than the sun. I don't know. I can't think.
That's not a fun fact. That's just a thing.
Fun fact, in the early bit of April, there's going to be a solar eclipse, and I live right in the perfect spot of totality. Like, I can just go out into my front yard, and I will see the perfect totality where I live.
We had that in 2017 here.
Okay, but you have more stuff going for you out there. You have mountains. Okay, we have mountains of corn. All right? I can literally walk half a mile to the end of my neighborhood, and it ends with corn. All right? Give me this.
Oh, wait. I have an actual fun fact.
Okay,
kind of speaking of that.
Yeah, what is it? I need to go wash my face.
It takes about half an hour to get from one end of the longest one end to the other of the longest road in the world's largest city, which is Juneau, Alaska.
Oh man!
In terms of land,
yeah.
Which I've been from one end to the other, and the reason why Juneau is the largest city in the world is because Alaska doesn't have counties, so because there's so few cities, so like what would normally be a county is just the city limits of Juneau.
Interesting.
But there's only about 300,000 people, I think, that live there, so they don't need very long roads, and there's no road that connects it to the rest of Alaska or Canada or anywhere.
Wow.
So you can only get there by ferry or by plane.
I'm dying.
Yeah, this is bad.
Oh my gosh. You said it takes 30 minutes to get from one side of that street to the other, and I'm just sitting here thinking, how long is it going to take this stuff to get from one end of my digestive system to the other?
Yeah, I can see my face changing as the recording goes on. But with that, thank you for listening. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook,
and TikTok.
Are we on TikTok now?
We're on TikTok now.
Okay, I didn't know that.
This is definitely going on TikTok.
Also YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube.
If you really want to, I feel like this video specifically.
Yeah. Especially towards
you
want to
watch it on YouTube.
It just gets worse as we go on.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not even feeling the heat a whole lot anymore. It's just the exhaustion.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting to that point. I feel like my eyes are swollen. I'm congested.